All right. So yes, in this video, we'll be sharing with you the new tax reform bills. I mean, 10 powerful tax reforms that you need to know as a small business owner. I'm sure you know that in this channel, everything that concerns you as a business owner, we have it in place. So yes, a lot of requests have been coming in that regarding the new tax reform bill. What do I need to know? Do I need to still continue paying tax? Is it still compulsory for me to pay tax? Yes, yes, no, and all and everything. We've got answers to all of it in this video, and that's why you shouldn't skip any part of this video and understand, watch till the end to see what it concerns you. So yes, let's dive into the first one that we have, the increase in tax exemption threshold for small businesses. What does it say? Businesses earning over 25 million before were liable to pay company income tax at the rate of 20% for small companies and 30% for larger ones. But now, what does it say? The exemption threshold has been raised to 50 million. That is from 25 million, this 25 million to 50 million, with to 50 million. Any registered company with annual turnover below 50 million is now completely exempt from paying the CIT, called the company income tax. And one of the impact it gives to this is that thousands of MSMEs will now pay zero company income tax. And also, it removes a significant operating cost, especially for businesses reinvesting in growth. For example, a small business owner like me running a local beverage brand in, let's say, in Lagos, that generates up to 34 million yearly. Under previous rule, I will be paying 6.8 million in CIT. But now that the money stays in my business, it will allow me to hire what? More staff and expand distribution. Is that also? Yes, I know you agree with me. So let's move on to the second one. This says that withholding tax, no withholding tax deduction on business income of small businesses. And you would agree with me that any business or individual offering services that had WHT, usually 5% to 10% is being deducted from the payment. And this severely affected cash flow, especially when clients delay remitting it to FRS. But now, small businesses no longer suffer this deduction. They receive 100% of their invoice value. So, and I'm sure you agree with me that cash flow is one of the benefit of this. That is, it has improved the cash flow and also reduced accounting burden and faster access to income for reinvestment. And this actually targets freelancer the most because, for example, now if you're a UI UX designer in Lagos, you no longer receive 95,000 naira or in a job of 100K. You get the full payment, allowing you to meet your bills without delay. So let's move on to the third one. The third one says exemption from company income tax for small businesses, right? So it's zero company income tax rate for registered businesses, and this goes further than the exemption threshold. Even within the 25 to 50 million bracket, the actual tax rate is now 0% for qualifying small businesses. And why it matters is that it will encourage more business registration with CAC. And that is where we come in. Don't forget that we can help you to register your business with CAC and every other compliance certificate that you need. So with this zero tax rates, I'm sure a lot of people will want to register their business with CAC because because the fear before is that if I register my business with CAC now, will I start paying tax? But now you can register your business with CAC freely without the fear of tax. Also, it has incentives. Let me say, it has incentivizes young entrepreneurs and students to structure their ventures. I don't know if you get this. There are a lot of small business owners in school. I remember my schooling days. A lot of small business owners that are not registered, but with this zero tax rate, more businesses can now register their more business or brand. Let me put it that way, cannot register their business and give it a structure. So it also boosts profit retention and business reinvestment. Yes, you'll be able to maintain your profit and also keep your money to yourself and do other things. Mm? So the third one, which is I think this is the fourth one. Yes, exemption from the requirement to deduct an account for tax on payment to vendors. So what does this say? What does this say? What does it say? Before, registered businesses were required to withhold and remit taxes when paying suppliers, contractors, or consultants, even if they were also small businesses. That does not concern them. But now, MSME are now exempted from this. You can pay your vendors in full without the stress of withholding and remitting on their behalf. And one of the reasons why this is huge is that it simplifies transactions. Before, the fear of actually uh, deducting money from another supplier or another contractor, it confuses transaction, you understand. But this, it simplifies it and also reduces the risk of penalty for non-remittance and also encourages more collaboration among small businesses. You understand? For example, now let's say I own a small bakery in Port Harcourt and I hire a carpenter to fix my shelf, or maybe I hire a carpenter to do small colo for me. I don't need to withhold tax on his 70, let's say on his 50,000 naira bill. I will pay the money in full to the carpenter. So that is what this rule means, and I'm sure you know that it is a very, very beneficial one. So the sixth or the fifth one is simplified statement of account. Simplified statement of account. And at this junction, if you know you are finding this video interesting and you really love what we are doing in this channel, don't forget to subscribe and share our channel to get this to more audience. So what does this say? Previously, filing taxes required audited reports from licensed accountants, a service often costing almost 50,000 to 200,000, or even less or more. But now, a basic self-prepared statement of income and expenses is enough for small businesses to file their taxes. And don't forget the zero tax rate that we mentioned earlier. It's not as if you are not going to file any tax. You will file tax, but you will file zero. You will file zero filing. I don't know if you understand that. So I'm sure a lot of small businesses will be getting that twisted. Like now they say that we wait till we earn 50 million. We don't need to do anything. You must do something. That is filing zero tax rate. Because if you do not file it, penalty charges will be added to it. Don't forget that. And that is why we are here for you. Forget this simplified statement of account and don't forget it as well. If you want to learn how to do that, you can reach out to us. And if you are too busy to do that, you can also reach out to us. We have qualified accountants in our team. You don't want to miss that. So yes, this changes the market trader. It changes and also empowers market traders, artisans, and also digital freelancers. I'm sure person like if you can file your tax yourself, you don't need to pay any service provider, right? And also, let's say you're a side hustler or micro business owner who couldn't afford the accounting of 50,000 to 200,000. I'm not saying that's what we charge, but like just giving it a kind of like a range. So this actually saves your money and lets you earn more for yourself, right? Yeah, let's move on. So we have what we call the Office of the Tax Ombud. So this is a new independent agency that is responsible for handling compliance and protecting taxpayers against abuse, intimidation, or unfair assessment by tax authority. And why this matters is that it gives small businesses a voice. Hey, we are moving into the world of MSMEs and you don't want to miss out if you are a business owners. Don't forget we have a lot of grants and application updates on our channel that you can apply for in different fields. If you have any request, you can put it in the comment section. We'll surely give you a response or look for it. Maybe you should go to Sambisa Forest to go and look for it, or you find it out and look for grants and opportunity updates for you. So yes, it also prevents unlawful tax practices and also encourages fairness, transparency, and accountability in tax administration. For example, Emeka who runs let's say Emeka, or let me put myself, I let's say I run a tailoring shop in Asaba, and I'm suddenly billed with 250,000 by a local tax agent. Let's say someone like, I don't want to use us without explanation. So with this office of the tax ombud, you can file a complaint against against the person, requesting a fair hearing and quick resolution. So this is just like an help or support space for you to report any unlawful tax practices that is being issued upon you. So moving on to the next one, we have fast dispute resolution within 14 days. So disputes between small business taxpayers and authorities must now be resolved within 14 calendar days. Not even 14 working days, 14 calendar days. No more frozen bank accounts for months, no more legal back and forth with no end in sight. Let's say I'm a freelancer in Lagos, earning 800,000, and my 800,000 is being frozen over a tax dispute. With the new rule, I can get a decision within 2 weeks, allowing me to continue my freelance job with peace of mind. So every if you submit your complaint to the tax ombud, there will be a fast dispute resolution being put in place for you within 14 days, and all every dispute must be resolved within 14 calendar days. calendar days. So we have harmonized taxes and no more multiple levies. Before, businesses were subject to taxation from multiple agencies. We have from FIRS, from state boards, from local council, from trade union, all of this and all of that. But now, taxes and levies are being consolidated into a harmonized system, reducing duplication and confusion. And what this means for you is that one-stop payment system, clearer documentation, and lower compliance. If you're a fashion designer, um and let's say you used to pay levies to the state revenue, local council and market enforcement team, all of this and all of that, you don't need to do that now. We now have a centralized structure to pay your taxes and no more multiple levies, and that is what this means. So if you are a pepper seller in Kafasha market, you now have the free hand of not paying of paying multiple levies to different council or market owners like that. So the next one says that outlawing physical cash payment demand, physical cash payment demand and roadblock. So what does this mean? What does this mean? Tax collection via roadblocks, illegal stops and cash collection is now banned. And what change is that only digital payments are allowed. This is You are now feeling like we are in the 21st century, right? Yes, only digital payments are allowed. Enforcement agencies cannot stop vehicles or shut businesses for taxes again. That is not even workable again. Now we are now feeling like we are into the 21st century because no more enforcement agency coming to your shop. Have you paid tax for this month? Have you paid tax for this year? No, 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 no. Only digital payments are allowed. And cash based harassment is criminalized. If you catch anybody or be caught anybody doing this such, just report them to the office ombud, the office tax ombud that we mentioned earlier. Don't forget that. And the last one that we have here is friendly tax regime for business growth. This final reform summarizes the spirit of the entire tax law, which is to encourage compliance through support and not punishment. So, what am I encouraging you guys here in this video is that now that the tax reform has benefited a lot of MSME, don't forget our own responsibility. Don't lie. You cannot even lie, abi, because you cannot even lie. If you say your money you are earning up to 50 million, you cannot even lie. They will surely know and they will surely get you. So the full tax exemption for those under 50 million, enjoy it. Enjoy it, and I pray you will make more than 50 million naira, because how much will you give them? How much will you give them? So yes, you will make more than that, and you will also be able to earn more. With this, you will be able to access more grants and opportunity and contracts. I've shared grant application year on our channel before, that they requested for your that they requested I think TCC or so. So with this, your tax clearance certificate, yes, with this you'll be able to apply for more government grants and opportunity, and also it will also give you more eligibility to other compliance certificate, all right? Because without tax clearance certificates, you can't get some of other compliance certificate like PENCOM, BPP, and others. So with this, you also need to grow. So these reforms have removed the fear, confusion, and cost that previously kept by entrepreneurs away from compliance. Whether you're a makeup artist, mini importer, shoemaker, app developer, wholesale, anything, there is now a clear path to formalization, protection, and growth. So, my dear Nigerian business owners, we have come to the end of today's video, and don't forget to keep note of every tax reform that is being mentioned in this video and share to other business owners that may need this video. Also, don't forget we're always available for you for your CSC registration, TIN and VAT, SMEDAN, school, everything. We are always available. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.